This is Chris Kelly with your Peak Fitness deadlift variations. So for our first variation, we have what is called a bag deadlift. Right? This is a sandbag we've got here. It's filled, our sandbags go up to maybe 50 or 60 pounds, but for an older client, an older individual, this is a great alternative to the traditional deadlift. And you'll notice that it's a little bit different. It's placed out in front of me instead of between my legs, so the demands are a little bit different. In actuality, these similarities are more to our barbell deadlift. So what I'm going to ask the client to do here is just really hinge from the hips, bend down as far as they can comfortably, chest up, and then just reach down to get it. Only use the knees to do so, and stand up straight. All right, keeping the bag as close to my legs as possible, sliding up and down the legs. And from here as well, if the client has a problem deadlifting from the floor, what we could do is simply elevate this on a step, decrease the demands a little bit. Same rules apply. Hinge forward, lean forward just a little bit. This thing should almost be touching the knees. Slide up, come down in this fashion. Another great lift with the sandbag would be what is called a suitcase deadlift. And again, the suitcase deadlift, I'm just simply going to lift the bag from one side. So my chest is forward. Again, I'm picking a spot about 10 degrees in front of me here, sticking my hips down, reaching down, getting the the bag. And really the main thing with this is I'm keeping my torso as straight as possible. Right? I'm not shifting to one side or shifting to the other side to make this happen. And really you want to watch for that. All right, so I'm going to turn around here so you can see that. If you see the waist shifting to one side as they're coming down, we need to elevate this a little bit in the same fashion as we did kind of with the frontal deadlift here. That it decreases demands a little bit. Again, I'm just sitting back, standing up. And this is a great lift to train the body to prevent rotation. It's a good, what we call a core lift, and it's something that is good for older clients and kind of individuals that twist and turn a lot. Now, for our next variation, we have a kettlebell swing. With the kettlebell swing, it's a hinge. It's based upon a hip hinge, just like a deadlift. I'm just asking the client to just stick their butt out. All right. I'm looking primarily from hinging from the hip. Same thing. Same rules apply. Slight knee bend as they're coming back, and just sticking the hips forward. To teach this, I'm just going to ask the client to launch the kettlebell, push it forcefully back under the legs, and snap it up. All right. We start out with just 10 pounds. Just teaching them to utilize this so it's more practice. But again, I'm using my hips, not much knee bend. Don't make this a squat where you see excessive swinging. They're moving more vertically up and down than horizontally up and down. I want you to think of the deadlift as a horizontal movement. So the hips are moving horizontally, front to back. The knees are just moving as necessary to perpetuate the swing. All right, now from here, our next lift would be a sumo deadlift jump. Okay, and this is a great exercise to kind of take the traditional deadlift to the next level without really moving up too much of the weight. We want to stay pretty light with this. We don't want to go beyond maybe 30 to 40% of what the client can lift maximally. What I'm going to do is, again, set up in a deadlifting position here, jump to the top, and come back down. The main thing is butt comes out, set up in this deadlifting position, and pop it up as you come up. This exercise can be performed with a kettlebell, with a bag, or with the dumbbell here. I'll just demonstrate each. So with the kettlebell, again, you don't have to come all the way down, which it's more of a hip hinge than a traditional squat jump. And again, for the bag, I would just hold it between the legs in the same fashion. And those are your Peak Fitness deadlifting variations.